Tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio, dropping knowledge in the studio you already know.
Thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. This year, Undisputed Kingpin, Prince Hakeem.
Hey, this is your man, the Big Don, Ronnie Ron.
What's up, Ron?
I just like you did. I like you did. I was like, crap. I need to come up with something. So I was like, let me come on with
that punchline. That punchline kills him. Like the Undisputed Kingpin.
Mustang, they be like Mustang. They were like, man, is he fat? I am fat, and I ain't period. But I'm also a Don.
No, definitely a real Don who gets real money. We're not Pookie and Ray Ray here. You know what I mean? We can cash checks and swipe credit cards.
There you go. And we got good credit over here.
I'm trying to tell you. Play with it.
But, you know, we try to make everything exciting. But, however, we have a sad announcement.
Yeah.
Hakeem, you should already know R. Kelly is facing trial again.
It hurts my heart, man, because he's going back. After they just humiliated the man in the public, and a lot of people might not like to hear this, he's going back on trial. He's going to have to sit a whole nother year. And mind you, he might not even get sentenced yet. He's going to sit a whole nother year for a whole nother case that's supposed to do in August. And I'm saying to myself, damn, like enough is enough. You feel me?
Exactly. The man's already beaten down. And mind you, every state is different. So even though he's charged already, he got to be charged again according to that. So let's say, for example, if he's in Florida, he charged in Florida for like 100 years. Now he got to go back in Chicago again to get charged again.
This is why we always talk about where it's hard for a black man, no matter what you do in America, and you're successful or you're lower. Now, people might have their own opinions about this and say that, oh, you supporting that bullshit. No, we're not saying we're supporting anybody molesting somebody or anything on that. No, we're not on that goofy shit. But the point of the fact is, nobody's not investigating to see if some of this stuff is a lie.
Yeah. No, but remember, they were always trying to get R. Kelly ever since back then. You already know, since 2008, since the sex tape allegation.
Yeah, sex tape.
They always try to get R. Kelly.
And you know what I mean? He done beat every case. But the thing about it is now, I say to myself, I'm like, what's up with you people, bro? You people pick and choose who y'all want to go after? Like, is that what we doing today, Ron? Is people picking and choosing who they have an issue with?
Yep.
I still haven't heard nothing about Weinstein. You know what I'm saying? Epstein was able to go out like a G and kill himself in jail.
Yep.
And mind you, I heard when he's a billionaire, they gave him a penthouse suite to himself. They put R. Kelly in jail. Yeah. They put R. Kelly in jail and they was beating him up. Beating him up, slapping him. Yo, we're talking about I Believe I Can Fly, Space Jam. We're talking about a lot of you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for his music. And now we're accusing him of being a child molester. Come on, man.
Yeah. And it's weird. And I don't know if you heard that when the day he was sentenced, you know, to go to prison, his album, all his records sell went 500 times.
Quadruple. Like, you can't stop somebody who, man, that man got a voice from God.
That's crazy. 500
times. Listen, I'm ashamed of his family. And I'm talking about the family who did not support him, because I didn't see nobody up there. I'm ashamed of his kids. Because let me tell you something. For you to go against your dad that quick, knowing you don't have 100% proof, I'm just saying, I'm just speaking my opinion. I don't know your daddy. I know your daddy music. There's a lot of people running around here doing this blatantly in front of people's faces, and they ain't going to jail.
But do you kind of believe that there is some truth to what he has done?
I believe he probably was tapping some young girl's ass. I'll do that. Okay. I believe that. I believe he was fucking some young girls. A child molester, a rapist, no.
Okay.
That's not in him. I believe he was dealing with some girls who was a little bit younger than him. I'm not sure underage. I know, but we got to understand something. The Italians, the Russians, they all got young girls that's 20. You can have a Russian man who's in his 50s with a 21-year-old. They love young women. Nobody not saying nothing. And mind you, them young girls ain't dating nobody who ain't packing no money like that.
And not only that, but mama, we also talked about in the last, when Herman was on the show, we talked about how the fact was certain states have certain age requirements. So
yeah.
The girl 16 in Chicago, Illinois, at least is it 16 or 17?
Yeah.
It's legal. It's a legal consent.
It's legal consent. Listen, down south, some places in certain towns, in some stick countries, you can be 16 and be legally able to have a baby and get married.
Facts. So it depends on that state.
Nobody says nothing about that. Sometimes, and I'm really disgusted about the women who testified against him, who was living a good life and say that, oh, we was controlled, we was do this. No, you could have got up and ran away. And let me tell you, this is my opinion. You could have got up and ran away. Now there's a whole nother case of child pornography and sex tape. Where? That's what I'm saying.
Remember, I keep telling you, every time there's a trial, they go back into 2008.
What?
Or Surviving R. Kelly. They're using that against him.
Listen, if I had $1 billion, I'll be paying for R. Kelly's fund right now.
Oh, you will?
Listen, I'll be closing my eyes and writing that check every month. Hey, how much I need? $250,000. Hey, go ahead. Because you want to know why? Something inside my heart feel like something up with that case.
Yeah, that was I'm telling you, just by me observing and thinking about the case, they keep bringing up things from he already done and cases he already back on to the trial. You can't do that if someone already beating the case. Why bring it up again on a new trial? But supposedly they say child pornography. I don't know where the child pornography came from. But that's just according to the Chicago News. He's going back to trial in August.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, he's gonna sit in. He don't even know what is it, bro. They talking about that man facing life in jail, bro. He's 50.
Yeah,
he's 50, bro. Just like, look, Larry Hoover been in jail for almost 30-something years. He's 84. No, y'all still want They want him to die in prison.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's why I say America. That's why I say there's two different types of America, and people don't like to hear when I say this. You have your America, and we have our America. And I'm trying to be careful with my words because a lot of people don't understand that. I can get accused of something tomorrow and people will be rallying to put me in jail.
And I always say it too. They keep putting charges on this man, but why not charge the parents? The parents agreed to it.
Yeah.
The parents knew. That's why I don't understand. I'm like, you charging the man, but yet every time he did something, he had the parents' consent. But I think you already said it on the previous podcast, RK, you don't have any more money. Yeah, his record's selling, but he don't have the masters to his record.
No, he doesn't. Sony owns it.
Sony
owns his music. Sony owns his music. Sony owns a lot of black people music that are poor and destitute. I'm not gonna talk bad about Sony because I know y'all got a little bit of power and we just a little bitty podcast. You can wipe us out, but let me tell you something. Y'all ain't right. Yeah, listen, Sony, you ain't playing fair. Mm-hmm. You're not playing fair. These dudes cannot fight. There's a lot of black people homeless because of y'all.
Yeah, Sony Records don't play.
They don't play. There's a lot of black. Yeah. Y'all make $1 billion in revenue from publishing, and it's a lot of black people who can't even benefit from that. You know what I mean? It's a lot. I'm not gonna mention no names, but y'all not playing fair. You own R. Kelly's music. He wrote a bunch of hits. Now this man barely can pay his legal fees after all the stuff he done did for y'all. Y'all done detain yourself. Y'all not gonna give him back his publishing though. You're not gonna disassociate yourself from that so he can fight this pornography case. You're gonna keep that. No pressure. This is why I don't believe in signing with no major label. This is why I believe we need to do for self, like Elijah Muhammad tells us. Because let me tell you something. Imagine this. If we lived in a world and R. Kelly did this and he would only can be judged and crucified by his own people, we would have had him in therapy, right?
Facts. Yeah.
I wouldn't have put him in jail. We would have had him in therapy. Like, hey, we heard you was tapping these young girls, bro. We need to put you in a camp. Put him in the camp, get him out there, work on the fields in the yard, have him talk with the pastor, have him do this, but put him in hardcore jail. Now he's facing another case. You talking about, they say stacking up these charges, Ron, he's facing life in prison.
Yeah.
Without parole. He ain't even shot no pistol, put no hands on nobody. That shit broke my heart, though, when I see that. And then to know that his kids is not even supporting him. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dog, that's why I say, Ron, be honest with you. doesn't this make you feel like we should never judge nobody when they go through something?
Yeah, it do.
It
has to go hand in hand. It has to go hand in hand with the Bible and also the Quran. Don't put judgment on, because until you're in that same situation, you're gonna feel the pressure. That's why I'm not judging him. I'm not judging his music, but however, I do personally believe he has an appetite, like you say, for young women.
Yeah, for younger women. I don't think the younger women, the molesting age women, because let me tell you something. He wasn't running around here with like 14-year-olds and stuff like that. Nobody said stuff like that. I could say he liked them young girls, but I could think 2022. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the case file. They still even going back in the days talking about Aaliyah. How old is that?
You see what I'm saying? They go way back then to bring on today's. You can't do that when you're dealing with a case. But the problem is with today's society, they're using the media to influence the court system. Anything the media say, same thing with like David Chauvin, crucifying him. R. Kelly, crucifying. Bill Cosby, crucifying. And mind you, these are the people. No, I ain't gonna talk about David Chauvin, but I'm just talking about like people like R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, who has influenced the Black community a lot.
Man, check this out.
Bill Cosby, you already know what comprehension, what reading. You already know what the different world. And I think you heard too. There's a actress coming out against Bill Cosby now, talking about he raped her after 30, 40 years.
Why you think men don't even want to work with women anymore? We too scared now.
But I already think that was a good idea anyway. Men shouldn't be working with women, period.
No, me either too, because hey, you could catch a case.
You can catch a case real quick, especially if you don't get a woman a raise. You
can catch a case. You say, I feel uncomfortable. Listen, I caught some issues because my homeboy, let me tell you this story. I caught an issue. My homeboy's friend ran the train on somebody. Listen now. Listen to what I'm telling you. My homeboy ran the train on a girl I worked with. I didn't know they was friends. I didn't know who she was. To save face. Listen now. People who listen in the podcast, listen now. This girl goes and tells the manager, I made her feel uncomfortable. Listen now. I still didn't know what was going on. You know, they had fired me, bro.
Just because of the false allegation.
The false allegation. Mind you, I never sat next to her. We never ate lunch. We never ate lunch together. The Black girl who I was working with, who I was talking to at the time I was trying to get with her, she was trying to stick up for me, say, hey, this man sits over here. The only person that could be complaining is me because he's up my ass every night. You feel me? And she was like, no, he's not doing that. When I had got let go, and I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. I'm telling my homeboy about this, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I know her. My man and them ran through. I was like, yo, you know that girl got me fired."
Wow.
So women don't think that false allegations is not meant. No, I've been through them. That's why I don't judge nobody. And to see a man catching cases when I don't 100% know what's going on, I say, hold on a minute. And mind you, and even if he did go through that, the leniency you give to other folks, I don't want to mention these other folks' names or their race. Why are we not doing that for him? It's a bunch of people.
Especially in our culture, in the quote unquote Black culture, when you found guilty, they throw you to the wayside.
Man, listen.
Other races are different because they have a sense of characters more. But the quote unquote fake, and I say fake Black culture, which is today's society, fake Black culture. When the court system find you guilty, you guilty, doesn't mean that, and don't even look at the evidence or even see the court case. You say, man, these people are being framed. Bro, that's the problem. That's the problem we're having with today's Black culture.
This is why I don't never judge a man when he going through something. Yeah. Allegations, if he catch a bullet, unless we know 100% proof, I still might keep my mouth shut because we still don't know what's going on, bro. Because once we get into that, people will start to lose faith in you and will turn against you quick as day. That man don't got nobody in his corner. He caught a pornography case. The pornography case alone is life.
Yep. Look at the guy that did the Subway. You saw.
Man,
the Subway commercial.
Matter of fact, he didn't even get life, bro. They gave him 14 years.
14 years. R. Kelly, they gave him life.
They're talking about giving R. Kelly life. Listen, let's check what the Subway guy was sentenced right now. And we could tell you how unfair it is.
That's crazy. Listen. Go ahead.
Fogarty was sentenced to 15 years in November 15 for trading.
Right.
For trading in child pornography and paying for sex with underage girl. He had pleaded guilty to disturbing and receiving child pornography and traveling out of state to engage in illicit sex conduct with a minor. 15 years, bro.
Yep.
15.
He made a plea deal. I mean, he's gonna get out soon too, probably for good behavior.
Bro, we not gonna say what color, what race he is. Bro, 15 for a pornography case. Ron, does that make sense, fool?
Nope. And he did literally child, and not only that, he went to other states. They say he on the states and dealt with underage women.
Man, that shit crazy, bro. That shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, really good lawyers.
Oh yeah. He was the subway guy, so he made millions of dollars. And mind you, when he get out, everybody be forgetting. He's not gonna be no outcast like we do this. This is why we outcast rats. We outcast people who snitch. White folks don't do that.
Nope.
You know what I mean? That shit crazy, bro.
White folks, as soon as the police go, white folks tell you straight up, the time the person left, the time the person came in, what grocery they had, they don't play. They
don't play. Listen.
They peep through the window. People were like, "Oh, who's that peeping in my window?" They do for real. They know everything about you. Like, hey, I used to see Akeem down the street every Tuesday. He not there no more. Something must have happened to him. They don't play.
No.
That's why I keep saying it's our fake black community that continue these actions.
Yeah, the black community is fake. We pick and choose who we want to support. We pick and choose who we want to be mad at. I'm snitching. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm snitching. Listen, I'm snitching on niggas, and I'm gonna go up the fight on a nigga quick.
But it's funny. We the same black community. Say is the white man's. I always tell my friends the statement a lot. The white man's the devil, but it's funny. The white man's the devil, but yet you believe in his justice system, and his justice system is raping us. But they say the white man. But mind you, they say the white man's the devil, but yet they believe in that system. That would say, are you really for the black community? Do you really hate the white man? I always tell people deep down inside, black people love the white man. I don't care what nobody tells me. They
love them. We care about them so much.
They literally became our enemy, became our lover, and it's okay. It's okay to admit that, but don't act like with the bias, the bull crap.
No, like that. We don't. That's why I say this is a multi-layered thing. That's why in the black community, black people separate each other by what they align better to.
Yeah, and to be honest, R. Kelly got more support from the white community than the actual black community.
He actually does. He actually does. People actually are. You want to know why? A lot of people who've been through that probably understand. Like, hey, he probably ain't do that.
Yeah,
he probably ain't do that. Like, because let me tell you something. We've been hearing. Me and you talked about this all the time. They've been saying this about R. Kelly since we've been in high school. Well, I'm 40 now. I'm 40 now.
When I was middle school, yeah.
Middle school, like
I'm in my late 30s.
Late 30s now. So he done beat every case since then where they didn't find substantial evidence. Now they found substantial evidence because Gail did that, because they did Surviving R. Kelly. Two black women who put that Surviving R. Kelly, which gave them some ammunition to go lock up. Our own woman put that case up.
Man.
How are we going to protect you if you locking us all up?
They don't want to be protected by black men. They want to be protected by the white daddy, man.
Yeah, they white daddy.
They don't want to be protected by black man. Black man, the black woman has this value the black man on a total level.
Oh man.
They don't want our protection no more. They don't want our money no more. And pretty soon they don't want our kids anymore. No. But I think that's kind of believable now too, because the way they treat the kids. So pretty soon they don't want them anymore.
No, they don't want them. Listen, these girls are telling you, I want to wait till I finish. I don't want to have. They telling you that, I don't want to have kids yet. I need to enjoy my life first. When the white girl, her dad teaches her economics, and make sure you go lock that dude in now.
This is the funniest thing. You won't believe this. There's a guy I know, he's white. There's a guy I know, literally, he's a white guy. He actually told me. He said, because I asked him a question, in your age, do you get married young? He said, yes. I said, what age do you get married? He said 20. He said 20. Literally, he said 21. But he's divorced now. He said 21. I say, I asked him, who taught you that? He said, my parents, because my parents say, if you find somebody that you can see your life to build something with, Go ahead and get married. Don't wait. He literally told me this.
Man.
And I told him, and I started laughing. He said, Ronnie, why you laughing? I told him, and our culture, it taught us to be totally different. It taught us to get a career and stuff like that first, then get married. He said, no, you're supposed to get married first, then get your career.
Fact.
This is what they're taught in the white community. I'm just letting you know, this guy's white. He's not like Spanish. He's pure white. Blue eyes and everything. This is what they're taught.
You see? Look at that. You see? And by them doing that, they avoid a lot of things. Like, I've met many white women in my days who say, yeah, I've been in marriage 36. And then, you start to do the math. You start to do the math and stuff like that. And you said it's 36 years. Damn, you've been locked in since you was 25. Yeah, that's just the thing we do. That's just the thing we do. Yeah, but hey, there's no more much we can say about R. Kelly. We just say, hey, people, don't get mad at us, because you got a lot of people who did worse and y'all want them to get free. Pookie and Ray Ray done shot up a house or something like that. We don't even know 100% if this man was panty raiding. So I just pray for R. Kelly, and you know what I mean, and hope that justice will be served and he could come out one day. But ain't no man, like, I don't know, dog. That shit just don't sit right in my stomach, bro. People are not playing for, bro.
No, in society today, you already know my final thought. Society today are being influenced by the media. Whatever the media says goes. If the media find you guilty, then pretty much you are guilty. Mm-hmm. Rather the evidence choose otherwise. And it's a sad thing to live in a society where media is now controlling the masses, which they call martial law. It's a sad day to be living in America, to know that your justice will never be served as long as the media are involved in these cases.
Tell me about it. Mm-hmm.
That being said, you already know. KI Culture Radio.
We out.
Peace.
Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.